If you have 10 million pesos, where will you splurge that money?
Okay.
On top of everything.
Alright. Natuto ako kanina, travel. Yan.
Talaga?
Pero kung ako pipiliin, i-bonds ko na yan. Bonds na.
Bonds or love life?
Oh, syempre love life.
Talaga?
Oo naman. Ikaw, ano para sa... ano yung bonds kung wala kang love life, di ba?
Yung mapilitan kang mag-save. So, you have to, like, when you get the property, you need to issue a check. So, you'll be forced to save to pay for that.
How big of a percentage were you setting aside for savings?
About 50%.
50%?
Yes.
Do you want to know how to save massively? Do you want to know how you can have a better 2020 where you have more than enough, where you are financially free, where you have your money massively working hard for you? If you want to know more about that, check this video out. Hi everyone, this is Marvin Germo. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe and smash that bell so you get updated every time I come up with new content about investing, about personal finance, about saving. Because I just have one goal in mind. I want you guys to be financially free, and I believe this channel will help you so you can reach your goals of financial freedom. So enjoy the rest of the video. Hey guys, so it's the end of the year. We're about to enter something new, and what I normally do is I show you the top videos that by all intents and purposes a lot of people engaged with, a lot of people got so much value. So for this video, I'm going to show you and feature 3 people and allow them to share their stories on saving, investing, because they're millennials, they're young, but they're very well accomplished as well. They have their profession, they have their job, but while they have employment income, they're not just into employment income because they still have savings, but not just savings, they also have investments. And I want you to glean on their tips because I really hope that you get something from them. And it's nice not just to hear from me, it's nice also to hear from the ideologies of other people as well. It's nice also to get something from what other people can share so that you get to learn on their best practices and apply it on your own as well. So, by the way, we're about to start 2020. The new list of seminars are on the description below. We're doing Taiwan this February, we're doing Manila this March, and we're doing Singapore this May as well. So if you want to know more about it, the details are in the description. Or for those who want to grab a copy of my books, the details are also on the description below. So enjoy the rest of the video.
For me, before I left for Dubai, I've always thought na importante na I should always remember my dreams. Ano ba yung pangarap ko? Kasi I don't want to be just a story na parang, oh, I spent a lot when I was abroad, tapos when I went home, wala talaga. So when I left, I knew what I wanted to do. So I made sure na I really was able to budget and save. And I think the secret for me as well was it all lied in budgeting din. So I made sure na naka-budget talaga siya in details, where my money went and where my money will go. So everything is plotted. So I like to cover my bases.
Okay. So when you started to budget, when you started to do that, how did you define? Sige, how much will I actually put into savings? How much will I put into investments? Kasi this is, by the way, this is not normal. Probably your 5 or 10% of the population abroad that is doing a budget. The majority of Filipinos don't do budgets that are safe. So how do you know na ito yung percentage na lalagay ko?
Okay. Kasi marami kang mababasa sa mga books, or you get to see the videos na sinasabi na, oh, you have to save 10% or 20 or 30%. For me, I find it kasi ayoko siya na fix talaga na percentage, but I really try to make sure na may amount figure ako na nilalagay, and then from that, if I earn more, or so side businesses for example, then I add it. Pero hindi ako naglalagay ng percentage kasi as I always say to some of my friends or some other Filipinos, say for example, they earn say 2,000 dirhams, and then if you tell them to save 30%, that's around like 600 dirhams. Pero what if kailangan pa nila magpadala sa Pilipinas, magbabayad pa ng rent, kakain pa, transport, so it might end up so difficult for the Filipinos to save in the long run. So for me, this is what I apply, and I also tell other Filipinos, if saving a percentage, medyo malaki pa siya for you, better stick on a figure. Kahit 10 lang yan, or 20 or 50 lang yan, that's fine, as long as you get into the habit of saving.
So, I was curious while you were talking, from the 11 years of saving, 10 years of saving,
right.
what's the smallest amount that you set aside na yun yung parang smallest na dinagay mo?
Ay, isasabihin ko ba yung smallest ano?
Smallest, yeah.
Hindi, say ano na lang. Say for example, allowance. So
Okay.
when I travel to other countries and then we're usually given allowances. Kahit $1 lang yan, you get to save it, di ba?
Okay.
Kahit $1 lang yan, you get to set aside. I'm like, okay, I'll put it for my travel fund, for example. So as little as $1, I save it.
Okay, pero has it come to a point na parang when you were starting out, sige, ito yung
Right.
amount na parang I'll just save this kahit maliit lang pag I'll consistently do this. May ganun bang
Wala
nangyaring
Wala.
ganun? Okay, so when did it come to a point naman that you started to decide, sige, I'll invest my money?
Okay. I remember, kailan ba? I think when I got married. So 2.5 years later, after, so I was already around like 23 or 24.
You're married? Oh!
Yes, I'm married. Almost 8 years.
May mga galit sa airline.
Magalit si MM.
Hindi,
Sino?
may magalit ng pasahero.
Oh, so after, I think 2 years and a half, I started investing. And then, nagsisave na pala ako sa co-op cooperative noon. But then, 2 years after, when I got married, first investment namin ng husband ko was, we bought a house and a lot. And then, may nagre-rent na sa bahay na yun. The money that we used kasi yung wedding fund. So instead of having a grand wedding, we chose to have a small intimate wedding instead, less than 20 people, and then the rest of the money we used it to invest in real estate.
So how many years is the property now?
Oh, more than 6 years.
So
More
okay,
than 6 years na.
would you say na okay yung revenue from
Like
real
so far,
estate?
kasi what we do is yung rental na ano, we don't really use it, so we just put it aside and then we just put it there. And then also every month we save something for maintenance naman in case in the future we want to renovate it or may mga kailangang repair, so we take the money from there. And hopefully we'll see where the money will go. Invest it siguro namin somewhere else.
So you've been saving properly, you've been investing. What's your battle plan? What's your end goal for this?
Okay. As always, what my husband and I always talk about is we have to always remember what we want is to have a sustainable and comfortable lifestyle. I think that's ultimately, especially when we want to expand our family in the near future. So, will it be sustainable? Will it be comfortable? And when it comes to investment naman, we have to make sure na do we monitor it regularly? Kasi mahirap kung ang dami mong investments, hindi mo naman monitor regularly, hindi mo alam kung ano na nangyayari sa investment. So, kahit konting investments lang yan, we really make sure na, okay, we review it every month, pinag-uusapan namin, kamusta na to, how can we improve on the following, ano ba yung mga growth nito, how can we maximize this more, the earnings of this kind of investment, parang ganun.
Okay, pero when you hit your targets, what do you plan to do with it?
We invest again,
Okay.
so something else.
Pero you'll plan to stay in Dubai? What's your, do you have any parang goals? Kasi some people go abroad so that they get to save, they get to invest after they go home. Kayo, what's your ano?
For us, right now, Mar, we still love Dubai. I mean,
Okay.
for me, Dubai is our second home na. Pero, definitely, we are still gonna go home in the Philippines. Iba pa rin yung Pilipinas. Home is home pa rin. We are hoping to retire pa rin in Cagayan de Oro or yung Bukidnon. So, yeah.
Balita ko you own half of
Uy!
Bukidnon.
So, yeah, still, home is
Yan yung tawa na.
Hindi so home is home. Uuwi pa rin sa Pilipinas, definitely. Pero Mara, anywhere you wanna go, whether you wanna migrate to Canada or the US or the UK,
Or Melbourne.
or Australia, or whether you wanna go home to the Philippines or to Dubai or anywhere else, it's all about mindset. Ano yung mindset mo? If you believe that you're gonna succeed, if you believe that you're gonna grow wherever you are planted, wherever you are placed by the Almighty Father, definitely you will. So anywhere, maybe Dubai for us for now, maybe it's Dubai, but definitely I also believe na kahit saan tayo, if you have the mindset that you're gonna succeed, you'll do great things in life, you'll do great things in life.
Or last, you and your husband, do you
Yes.
have a age that sabi nyo, when we hit this, we'll stop na, we'll just probably travel or we'll mag-farm na lang kami?
Alright.
Do you have something like that?
Yeah. Before, sabi namin, let's do 45 years old. So, ano tayo, let's be aggressive, let's do 45 years old. But we're thinking, if we still love what we do, we're still eyeing 45, but when we reach that age, sana it's not an obligation to work anymore, but if we still feel that we're happy with what we're doing, alive pa rin kami, you know, like we still feel alive doing what we do, then most probably will. But maybe at a lesser pacing na siguro, and then of course we'll travel. Kasi for me, okay lang naman to travel, okay lang din to retire at a certain age, pero we should also take the opportunity to really enjoy life now. Travel, you know, like collect memories as much as you can, live life to the fullest because life is short. Yun.
Alright, well said. Last
Yes.
na ito lang talaga.
Last ng last.
The last of the last.
Okay.
Words of wisdom for Filipinos your age that are having trouble. Parang Dubai is notorious for large spending habits of people eh.
Oh.
So for people who get tempted to buy bags in Burjaman, what's your tip for them?
Okay, so for all Filipinos out there, no one else can control your life but you. You have to take control of your life. You have to be able to learn how to master your finances. Kasi if you don't get to do that, then money will control your life. In the end, you get to regret. And the worst part that we could ever experience is, I wish I did this. I wish I saved more. And you can't turn back time anymore. So take every opportunity. Put value in the hard work that you're doing every day, working like painless hours. So try to really value your time, save as much money para walang regrets in the future.
So retiring at 45, possible?
Hopefully! Possible! Kaya yan!
Alright, so galing guys. So,
May 24 years pa.
24 So, isipin nyo to, that's how, I don't know, people who have a different mindset towards money, I think, they'll go very, very far. I know. And that's how the rich think eh. That's where they are.
Nahawa lang ako sa'yo.
Hi, Ida.
Ida.
We've started like after 2 years here in Dubai, some properties and some mutual funds, and just recently about 2 to 3 years in stock market.
So in your first 2 years, that's when you started to invest, or just 2 years pa lang for everything?
2 years just to enjoy life without savings and everything.
Okay.
So after that, then we realized that we stayed here, but nothing in our bank account.
Okay.
Only just
But that's interesting So yung first 2 years nyo, you were spending, pero for 10 years straight, you're saving and investing already.
Yes.
Oh, that's very good. Hindi lahat ng Pilipino nagagawa yun eh. What motivated you to do it?
one day, maybe a realization that some emergency came up. So we realized that it's very important to save. Not only save, but to invest as well for capital appreciation. So that's what we started to bought some properties, and then we have some friends also who introduced us to mutual funds, and then after that we get into stocks investing.
So the progression was you went first to property, then mutual fund, then stocks. Ano reason nun na for some they do property last kasi it's more expensive and you need to take a loan. Ikaw, you did property investing first, then stocks.
Yes. Property was because first thing, we were not into saving. So for us to be able to yung mapilitan kang mag-save, so you have to, like when you get the property, you need to issue a check, so you'll be forced to save to pay for that certain property.
So do you advise that also to a lot of Filipinos na if they can't save or nahirapan sila, at least they force themselves to save?
Yes.
Okay. Bakit may pressure ba yun na if you're paying something na may post-dated check na pressure ka?
Yeah, of course. Because you have to pay for bounce check,
Okay.
and there will be record.
Pero it did not happen naman, you did not?
No.
Okay. Another question is this. You bought, yung properties that you bought, are you earning rental income from it, or just...
First we purchased some land, and then later on some townhouses, and then condominiums. So townhouse.
Mukhang madaming condominiums na yan
No.
So the land, what kind of land is it? What are you using it for?
It's for capital appreciation.
So it's still land as of this point in time. The townhouses and the condos,
Townhouses.
that's for rental na?
Yeah, rental.
All in Cebu?
Yes.
What property developer?
Sipulan Master.
Oh, okay. Are they very good? What's your comment on them? Because they listed in the stock market just last year. What's your
I
experience on how
actually
they?
bought some IPO.
Oh, you bought also? Okay.
So I was able to sell it at the.
It was higher. Interesting. What's your tips for Filipinos here in Dubai that want to enter real estate investing?
You just have to first you have to know your goal, and then
So, what was your goal?
my goal, you just need to identify your goal or your purpose for doing that. For example, for us, we purchased our first lot for capital appreciation, or we can also build our future dream house in that land, and then we purchase a townhouse thereafter. So our purpose for that is, in case there will be some financial crisis here in Dubai, we can use the townhouse to live in if we cannot afford to build our future house, but also for rental also.
Okay, very good. So, know what their goal is. Then next, know the purpose. Okay. Okay.
Before anything else, you have to do your study on and you have to identify which price you're going to buy and to sell. Of course, to identify.
So, when you were learning technical, so there's some misconceptions na people think na it's hard. Did you find it to be really hard talaga?
No, not really. Especially, when explained by you, Mr. Mr. Marvin Hermo. So it's quite easy, It's really like anyone, as you said, 11-year-old kid can do it.
It can be done even if you're abroad. Na you can invest in real estate passively, and then you can trade the markets with confidence. How many years do you plan to stay here?
I think maximum 5 years.
5 years, and then you will
Go back.
and you will focus on what when you go home?
Some maybe focus on stock investing.
Okay. Full time.
Some maybe small business.
Okay. All right. So, before we end, anything you want to encourage our kababayans, not just here in Dubai, but in the Philippines in general, about investing? Should they start? Should they not start? What should they not do? Especially for those that are new. Okay, and the floor is all yours.
Before starting to invest, you have to attend some session first and do some research. Don't go into something that hindi nyo masyadong inalam pa.
All right, well said. Don't go into something that you do not understand. Yes.
Hello guys! Afternoon or good day na lang to everyone. Hi, my name is Isis. Yeah, I'm not a terrorist. It's just that my name is used as the terrorist name.
Ang gandang intro na.
Wait lang.
Okay.
So I came to this country when I was 17 because my mom is still a nurse, and I studied here. Then, as I graduated, I worked as a nurse as well. I worked for 8 years now. Then, while I was working, I went traveling. I set aside some money for savings, but then I was also thinking about investing my money. But the question is, I don't know where to invest.
Okay, but how big of a percentage were you setting aside for savings?
About 50%.
50%?
Yes.
Yes. Galing 50%. Who taught you to save at least 50% of your income?
My parents as well. Pero the thing is, I wanted to at least invest it to make it bigger, but I don't know where. So that's the question. And then
Pero what was that hard? Assuming na you're still relatively young, is that hard na bata ka pa tapos nagsisave ka ng 50%? Kasi normally people who are younger, who don't like to save money, they're thinking that I'm still young, later na ako mag-save, I'll do it later on when I'm older na? What caused you to save 50%?
Because I like to travel. So I save a big chunk for that, for traveling as well. And then if I don't travel, then I can save more.
Okay. So a portion of your savings really is for travel, pero hindi mo naman nauubos lahat.
Ay, hindi.
Oh, are you saving up other than traveling? And what are your other, say, nest eggs that you are putting your money for traveling?
Oh, since I'm still young, I was thinking to buy a property here. So it's also parang benchmark ko rin para for down payment.
Mhm.
Since houses here are very expensive, I need to save a big amount of my sweldo.
How close or how far are you already to at least putting up a down payment towards your goal? In percentage-wise, in terms of hitting the goal of getting a house?
Malayo pa ako. Because the houses are very pricey. You need to put at least 10 to 20% of the whole price of the house. So for example, kung 300,000 pounds yung bahay, I need to save at least 30,000 pounds.
Okay, for our Filipino viewers, 300,000 pounds is how much in pesos? Math na yan.
Ano yan?
21 million, more or less?
More or less, yeah.
Oh, 21 million pesos. Okay, so you're saving up for your travels, then you're saving up also to get a house. That's very, very good for someone who's in their 30s. No? So, you've saved up 50%. Another question is, while you were saving, was there a pressure na gumastos also? May temptation ba
Oh
na
yes,
gumastos also?
especially here in UK. A lot of temptations. Since there's so much sales going around, especially this month, is January. Pero it's about self-control.
Okay, how do you control yourself that you don't sell? What do you do? Anong mechanisms mo?
If that's the case, I set aside a money every month for my personal personal needs. Yun. And I
Okay.
don't get it from my savings.
So, pagdating na sweldo, you remove the 50% na kagad straight?
Yeah.
And
I
then
put it in a different account.
So your goal is parang you don't touch it anymore kasi it's in a separate account, you don't see it.
Yes.
Very interesting. So, tip yun for people, no? The best way to save also is when you don't see it, you don't touch it, and hindi
Definitely.
siya nagagalaw.
Start saving. And then always have that conviction. If you wanted to earn more, if you wanted to have security, think about investing and learn how to put your money. Yun lang.
So, did you guys enjoy a lot? Did you guys enjoy this? If you want more of this, just comment, I want more, and I'll feature more and more people, compile more and more of their stories, so you guys also get to learn from them, because that's all I want, and that's why I keep doing videos over and over and over and over again, because I just really want you guys to be free. I want you guys to have a better 2020, no hidden agenda, that's just it. I want you guys to be able to win. I want you guys to be able to crush it, and I want you guys that when everyone else is having a hard time, you're the ones that have more than enough, because when you have more than enough, you have something to be able to give people. You have something where you get to be a blessing to the people around you as well. So I guess that's it for now. Marvin Germo, I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, guys, and God bless you all.